might already know how to diffuse your curls, but do you know how to diffuse like this? These are some unconventional hacks that you probably haven't thought of. When we were setting up the salon, it was so hard to find the right diffuser, but this ticks all the boxes. Got the right size bowl where it's not bulky and heavy where it's going to weigh down your arm, but it is going to comfortably fit all your hair in it, and it has that ionic element where it helps it actually defrizz your hair while drying and dry it even faster. Okay, so this diffuser trick I do on 90% of my girls in the salon because it makes such a big difference. I use a hairspray, and you have to be super careful that it's not like a drying one. People get kind of scared when I say this, but they trust me and it looks amazing in the end. So if you just lean forward and just tip your hair forward. So we've got the hair falling that way, then the roots are exposed. Then we get a bit of hairspray, and if you want more volume, then you just put more hairspray. It's not an aerosol. I'm doing like a medium amount because I know my mum isn't too coconuts about the volume. But with one hand I'm going to diffuse, and this is kind of like an all-in-one diffuser, and then with the other hand I'm going to massage. See how it creates a bit of body, but that's at the bottom, so it's not at the top and it's not going to disrupt the definition. So if you want to come up, and you can really go as hardcore as you want with it. So that is then what it looks like. So you can see it's all around as well. Like if you turn a bit to the side, you can see it's all around. It's not just in one area. And then if you want to focus a bit more on the roots, like near the face framing part, you can also do that here, or you can even just like flip with the diffuser, but you just do like a little massage underneath. And that makes such a huge difference. So that is, even in my personal, like at home, I don't even diffuse to dry my hair. I just diffuse to do volume. This next hack is the most unconventional one, guaranteed, and I would love to hear if you've got any diabolical thoughts on it. Also, I learned the other day, diabolical means evil. It doesn't mean interesting. This whole time I thought it meant interesting. But if you've got any diabolical / interesting thoughts on diffusing in a weird way, then let me know. But this one is my most favorite one. What we're doing is I've got my mask in my hair, one of my favorite ones, and I clipped it in half on my head. When I put the mask on, of course my hair was soaking wet. I made sure to brush it through really well before I even did the mask. Like, the prep matters a lot. Before I even did the mask, I did a detox shampoo, so you really want to get the most out of your wash day if you're going to do something like this. Now I'm going to get my diffuser, and I'm actually going to hover diffuse around my hair on a medium speed and a high heat. And what the heat is going to do is it's gently going to help the mask process into my hair better. Now I'm a high porosity girl, that means my hair is super thirsty. Anything I put into my hair, it just soaks up. But most people aren't like me. Most people are in the medium section, or maybe even in the low area, where they need a bit more help and a bit more encouragement to get products into their hair. Some girls even come into my salon and they say, oh, my hair repels everything I put into it. And that is the perfect word. Some people's hair type just genuinely repels what you put into it, but the heat is really going to help get it through. Now for someone like me, this is like a little bonus, the cherry on top. But for someone who does have that hair type where it really repels what you put in, especially when you put in like a mask, you don't want to be putting your money down the sink. Even once again, for someone like myself, masks are expensive. You don't want to be washing that down the sink. You want to really get the most out of it. So process it with a bit of heat. Before you worry about heat damaging your hair, keep this in mind. There's a very big difference between diffusing the heat, literally where the heat is diffused, compared to 2 hot plates squishing your hair and manipulating it. Very big difference. This is a gentle heat and this is safe for curls. The first and only time you'll see me use a wide tooth comb is for this little hack, once again using the diffuser. Now my hair is looking terrible. Sometimes I try out new brands, and I've been trying out one, not liking it. So let's reset my hair. This is a heavy hitter refresh. This is probably takes about 5 minutes or so. It's nothing that extraordinary, but for me and my lifestyle, 5 minutes is a long time. So I'm going to use the diffuser at the end, but it's just 3 products really. The wide tooth, which you can use a bigger comb, but it's going to be a bit more painful if you've got a hair type like mine. But you want to fluff up the hair a bit, and you just kind of literally like destroy the curls even more, because you'll see what we're going to do. We're going to give them a little reset without giving them a reset, if you know what I mean. Like, that's an improvement from what it was before. It was a mess. But now I'm going to get some foam. Now you're going to want to use a good amount of foam for this refresh. So this is a bit of a bigger tub, so that's why I'm using it. But also it is my favorite foam, because for my hair type there's a lot of foams that just do nothing, because foams are generally more for like a wavier hair type. So yeah, for my hair type it's hard to find a foam that actually does anything, and this one actually does do something for my hair. Okay, now I literally have a curly haircut I'm doing in like 10 minutes, so trust me, I wouldn't be doing this refresh if it wasn't going to turn out good. Now I'm going to get my diffuser and I'm just going to flip and I'm going to grab small sections, just kind of go like that and just hold it. That is the volume focus refresh with the diffuser. I've got a bit more definition, a bit more volume, a bit more shape rather than my hip curls just kind of falling flat. And this is more of a last resort, like end of the week refresh. It's more like when you're like, yeah, my curls aren't going to really be defined, so let's do what we can and get what we can get out of it. So that's what this one is for. And when my hair looks like this, something I like to do is I put the little clips in, fun little hack. And also another bonus tip is some face framing pieces make a huge difference to your refresh because you just look a bit more put together with them. There you go, ready to go.
Here's 2 bonus tips on diffusion. If you want to maintain a little bit more length and get volume out of it, go under where you got your part, go in with your diffuser and your pick comb, and then stretch that root so that that actually will have the length retained. Another good trick, whenever you're diffusing, if you go through and you do zigzag partings, then that in itself will help you to get a lot more volume out of your hair.
As always, all the products used in this video you can shop on our online store, shipping Australia-wide, or if you're in Gold Coast, you can come by our salon anytime.